We're often asked, what's it like when I set up a series of rules at my house and then there's a new set of rules at a visitation house or a time-sharing house. Then they go off to visit family members and there's a whole other set of rules. And people seem to misunderstand that, when you say that you need to be consistent in parenting children, that really doesn't mean that children derive a consistent message from consistent actions. Children derive messages from routines. In many cases, the reason for this is because most children can't see beyond the next 5 minutes, the next 10 minutes, the next 20 minutes. That sort of limited scope of vision provides for them or puts them in a situation where they require routine to help fill in the blanks. That's what's coming. Knowing that my routine is what's coming next supplants this inability to be able to see time as something linear. Most kids have no concept of time or a weird concept of time. If you just ask a 3-year-old how old you are, they go, "Oh, you're really old, you're 7." And they have no idea of age, and age is a consequence of time, so they really have no idea of time either. You might ask them, or they may say, "Give me 1 minute," and you say, "Well, it's been 10 minutes. The difference between 1 and 10 to them is absolutely a concept that's lost. So really, what are children looking for, and what is it important to provide for children? Routines. All sorts of routines. Routines within routines. And the more the better, because those routines they find safety and they find comfort in that. So regardless of what the rules are in any house that they're at, the routine is really what's important. Is there some sort of structure around their day-to-day lives? And the structure is what is important to children. Routine is important to children. The content of that structure and the content of that routine is secondary. Some people may argue that, well, you need to have consistent routine. I think that as long as you're doing the same type of things, if they are doing different types of things but still running within the general framework of a routine, then you're okay, you're safe. That is what children want. That is what they're seeking. In the long haul, most children become bored with routines as well, and you have to change them up anyway. It's not like for the rest of their lives it's going to be the same book that's read or the same situation. As their mind and their intellectual capacities change, then they're going to seek out more routines, more complexity to those routines. And as long as you're providing that, then there's safety in that. If there is safety, there is the potential for communication. Which leads us to another topic, which is how do I communicate the vastness of what's going on to me to my children? In many instances, children just want to know what their role is in the situation. You may tell them, now your life is changing because of this. You may do it together, you may do it separately. They may be coming from a completely destabilized environment into now your new environment. And mostly what they're concerned with is, how do I fit in this new life? And that's what you need to focus on. We're often asked how children might view the situation that they're going into. Whether it's a divorce situation and now you're going to live in 2 separate households, or you're moving from one house to another as a foster child and now you're bringing a new person into your life. Regardless of how you got there, the bottom line is that children really only are interested in what their role is in the situation. They're not interested in a lot of the adult problems that you might be wanting to explain. So when communicating to children what this new lifestyle is going to be like, bear in mind that what they really want to know is, how do they fit in? What's going to happen to me? Do I have friends here? What about my friends there? What is my life going to be like? And the more prepared you are in dealing with this, the more you can practice prior to having this conversation and determine for them, well, what is their life going to be like? The better you are at explaining this, the better it's going to be for them.